What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm at Perth's indoor viewing platform. I know, right? The plane in front of you is a Qantas A320. Just came in to land on runway 24. Oh no. Anyway, Jetstar's A321 LR is being pushed out. Is pushing out of the international T1 gate. Alright, over here we've got Airlink ATR 72-500 and a Virgin Aussie 737-800. And 737-800 arrival. It's an A320. May as well quickly show you Qantas Terminal 3. Yeah, hold on. And Sky Minerair's Cobham. Yes, hang on, just have patience. National Jet Express and Maruma and Skippers. The 737 is a 700 for correction, and it is a Virgin Aussie. The Virgin Aussie is going to Terminal 2, whilst we have South African Airbus A340-300 from Johannesburg come in to land at Perth. Of course he's going. The Jets... Oh, what? Oh. Cobham-8Q400 departs Perth. Struggling to get them. Jetstar's A321 LRs taxiing out to takeoff. In the background is South African Airlines A340-300 coming into land. It's probably in the Chinese New Year's livery. Don't know if it is, but I just say that because I don't know. A Qantas F100 gonna take off in a sec. It's just taxiing out. maybe.
Perth Jetstar JQ111, the A321LR Oscar Tango on the old aircraft. This arrival in will be from Georgia, so that's network, 25613, 100. November Hotel Foxtrot. Probably on 24.
The Qantas F100 is just about to depart Perth. I just noticed this now. We've got an Air North in the Qantas T3 terminal. It's an E170. It's the smallest of the Embraer jets. And we've got an F100 coming in to land on 24. The airline of this F100 is a Qantas. And the Qantas F100 is lining up on runway 21 for takeoff. As the F100 Qantas lands on 24. Qantas F100 is just about to depart Perth on runway 21. And behind the F100 is a Qantas A320 being pushed out. And there's South Africa's A340, 300 in the Chinese New Year livery.
Celebrating 4 months with us in the office. We'll be saying, wow, 4 months is gone. Yes.
Great.
Jetstar's A321LR is now departing Perth, and taxiing to the runway is a Skipper's Dash 8 Q100.
they will be airlines can be people because there happens a lot in the States where there's jubilees and if they perform those
Here we go, we've got South Africa's A340 coming into Terminal 1 with their Chinese New Year's livery. Skipper's Dash 8 Q100 now is just about to depart Perth whilst the Qantas A320 comes in to land. And there's also an Airlink behind South Africa going to take off as well. Skipper's Dash 8 Q100's departing Perth Airport. And only 1/4 of the runway and he's already off the ground. We've got a Virgin Aussie 737-800 coming in to land on 21. The Qantas 737, another Qantas A320. The one on the right is taxiing out for takeoff. The one on the left is just taxiing to a gate. And here we go. Virgin Aussie's E2 is probably being towed. Got a Rex Saab 340B coming in on runway 24. Whilst Airlink's ATR 72-500 lines up on runway 21. Here we go, we've got Virgin's E2 pulling into the gate that is right next to the Virgin Aussie 737-800. Airlink dash 8, correction, ATR 72-500's departing Perth. And there is Rex. That probably came in from Albany. Very fast as he crosses over runway 21 and 03. Qantas 737-800 is now departing Perth on runway 21. Behind this Qantas that's taking off is a Qantas A330-200 coming in to land at Perth. Whilst the Qantas A330-200 here is getting pushed out, ready for takeoff. Actually, guys, correction, it is Singapore's A350-9 coming in from Changi. So here we go, Singapore's A350 is now coming in to land on 21. There's a Qantas A319 pushing out of Terminal 3. I'll show you the difference. So the one that you're seeing now is the A319. The two out there with Singapore's A350 is the A320. The bodies are slightly longer. The Qantas A319 is getting towed. One of the Qantas A320s are now departing Perth. The first out of the two of them. The second Qantas A320 is going to line up whilst an arrival comes in on runway 24. What a coincidence, we have another A320 Qantas coming into land on 24. Qantas's second A320 is now departing Perth, and behind that Qantas there's a 737 arrival. Singapore Airlines A350-9 is now coming into terminal number 1. Whilst a Virgin Aussie 737-800 comes into land on runway 21. And Singapore's A350 is parking right in front of us. Qantas's A330-200 departs Perth.
Looks like you've got a break on the head through, so all tomorrow.
Got a Sky Mindres Airbus A320 just waiting for permission for takeoff. Whilst the Boeing 737 comes in to land on 21. The Air North Embraer 190, Embraer 170 is pushing out of the Qantas Terminal 3.
Oh, yeah, all right, that's it.
Another Virgin Aussie 737-800 lands on runway 21. Alright, so the Virgin Aussie in the air bridge is the E2, the one next to Airlinks the 737-800, and the Airlinks the ATR 72-500. With Singapore's A350 and South Africa's A340. Mindres A320 is now departing Perth's. Well, it's going to line up on Perth's Airport's runway 21. There's another Rex coming in from Esperance. Type of plane once again is a Saab 340B. The only airline that operate those aircraft are Rex. Alright, here comes the Rex in to land on 24. Slowest arrival ever from a Rex. And does a little cheeky exit off to the taxiway for departures. Mindres A320 is now departing Perth.
Yeah, it's not bad. What is it?
Got a Boeing 737-800 coming in to land on 21. Air North's E170 is taxiing out for takeoff.
Okay, Indra, I'm loving you fully. On the trip, we're at the gym, and we're
The airline is a Virgin Aussie. Getting a lot of Virgin Australia arrivals today. Usually it's Qantas. Air North's E170 is now departing Perth on 21. And there's a Qantas F100 taxiing out of the Cobham's terminal, or National Jet Express's terminal 4. Got a Virgin Aussie 737-800 taxiing out for takeoff. And a 737-800 arrival on runway 24. The airline is a Qantas. Virgin Aussie 737-800 is now crossing over runway 24. Air North's E170 is just about to depart Perth on 21.
There you go. True. How could I forget that?
Qantas's F100's now departing as the Qantas M37 in front of me is pulling into the gate. Got an F100 coming in to land on 21. The airline is a Qantas, I think. Or it could be an Allianz. Yep, it's an Allianz F100. Virgin Aussie 737-800 is going to line up on 21. Never mind, the Virgin Aussie's going. And got an A320 coming in to land on 24. The airline is a Qantas. There's the A320 if you can see it. That's registered T number 7 Boss.
Next to our 124 is another service here. You got 765. These guys need
Got a Qantas 737-800 coming into land on 24. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, peace out, stay warm and drink plenty of water.